Hey y'all, it's your girl Diamond, and welcome back to my channel, formerly known as the Wannabe Content Creator. It's now known as Diamond's Open Diary. Even though the name may have changed, the vibe is definitely still the same. So thank you guys once again for tuning in, and let's get into it. We're going to be having a little conversation today while I braid my hair for my wig. And if y'all talk about the way I'm going to braid my hair, that's your business, okay? Because I just gotta get the wig to lay flat. Okay, y'all want the wig content? I'm trying to give y'all wig content, not a braid content. That's not what this is, but let's get into it because I got stuff to do. Okay, today I just kind of want to talk about genuine support when it comes especially to friendships, because a lot of times with our friendships, those are the family members that we get to choose. Because with your actual family, you don't get to really choose them, unfortunately, in some cases, because ill. But I digress, that's story for another day, child. But even support when it comes to setting off and to do something, whether that's starting a business, whether that's, doing content, like in my case, or whether that's, releasing music, or, getting involved in something, just whatever you want to do, whatever you are choosing to do with your life, and you just want that genuine support from those around you. And ain't nothing wrong with that, because as it should be, if somebody is really your friend, or if somebody is really there for you, you should want that support from people who are close to you. It's very emotionally consuming when you have support but it doesn't feel genuine. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people will claim they support you, but they will not, they won't like your post. They won't repost it. They won't, view your content. They won't listen to your music. They won't read your blog. They won't, celebrate you getting that new job or celebrate you starting that business. It's just, there's underlying, this just feels so much like ill intentions or hidden agendas, because they don't support you, but you see if they support somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've had my share of genuine friendships, and I've had some not so genuine friendships, but at the end of the day, I feel like we have to decide what we want to take from these type of conversations that we have with these so-called people. Okay, gotta take my glasses off. Sidebar side note, with this braid down, honey, we just doing some straight up braids. I can't braid whoop 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 to the scalp like that. My braids gotta be middle part, bam, off to the side, bam, like that. And I take my glasses off. I can't see it, but I parted it, so here we go. And I just hope that the braid is gonna be braiding. Oh, okay, all right. That looks like that's gonna have to be it. Listen, I tried to do the attach it to the next braid thing. That don't always work out. I may try it again today, but I don't know. Anyways, let me do a few more braids and then we'll continue on the discussion. Okay, I gotta get some done. Okay, I got a few done so we can continue our conversation. Anyway, I just feel like when it comes to friendships, especially us as women, we value friendships so deeply and differently, because it's ain't nothing like women supporting women. I'm all about that. Genuine support of somebody, and it not being, in a weird tone, or it's not coming in a weird way. I had a friend of mine reach out to me, and she reached out to me. Number one, I appreciate it because she, reached out to me privately, and she, shared advice with me. And this is somebody who I have so much respect for, and I genuinely like care for. And it has never been weird energy with this individual. Like, she has always been very genuine and very like open and honest, but she comes from a good place. And she shared some advice with me. I did not take offense to the advice, nor did I feel like it was coming from an angry place or a nasty place. She didn't like mix nice nasty with it. She just gave me pure, honest advice. And then she also spoke life into me and also praised me for, you know, the subject that's going on. And she just like wanted to make sure that I can reach my full potential. And shout out to you, girl. You know who you are. I love you down. Anyways, this friend, when she gave me the advice, I felt the genuine like tone in her words. It was not coming off as, oh well, girl, you need to do this, or it wasn't coming off rude, it wasn't coming off mean. And she's a very like blunt person, but her tone of her advice was just straight up. It was honest, but she also didn't tear me down in the process of lifting me up. And I feel like that happens sometimes, like in some of our friendships. Some people feel like they have to tear you down in order to build you back up. And baby, look, I'm here to tell you that is not the case, and that should never be the case. And if that is the case in a friendship that you have, you need to jump ship, okay? Like, come on now. That goes for any type of relationship, whether it's like romantic, friend related, or family related. Like, if somebody is in your life and they can't genuinely tell you something, so it's two sides to this coin, okay? So first we're going to talk about the side of giving advice, and then we're going to talk about how to receive it. Okay, so let's talk about the giving portion. That's what we're on right now. So on one side of the coin, when you're giving somebody advice, if they're your friend, if they are somebody who you care about and you want to, you know, give them the best advice, or you want to see them flourish in whatever it is that they're wanting to do, you're going to come from a place of being genuine. You're going to come from a place of love. Like, you don't have to sugarcoat it per se, but you also don't have to come off like a complete bitch, okay? Like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to be mean to your friend in order to get a message across, especially if like this is a friendship where that person is always supporting you. It's always, you know, speaking life into you. It's always encouraging you in whatever you decide to do or whatever decisions you want to make. You never want to feel that. When it comes to giving advice to your friends, like, if you're truly somebody's friend, you're gonna come from a place of love. Now granted, I know some people's delivery is not gonna be as soft or gentle and stuff like that, which, you know, if that's not your personality, it's not your personality. But it's also ways that you can give advice or constructive criticism. I'm gonna say that again, constructive criticism, to where you don't have to come off as being mean. Because nobody's going to be able to receive what you're saying if the delivery is not correct. And, you know, if you resonate with that, cool. If not, okay, well then, you know, that's your business. I'm just saying my thoughts. That's what this is. Okay, done with one side. I think this may be like the best braid down that I have done. Y'all see that? Not too much on it though. Like I said, this is not a braid tutorial. This is gonna be a braid video. This is gonna be a wig video. That's what this is. Like, this ain't no tutorial. This ain't no, oh, follow me. Like, this is what you should do. If you don't feel like doing this, cool. Don't follow me. Just do whatever works for you. Okay, but basically, like, when it comes to being able to give advice, you just want to make sure that your friend or whoever you're talking to, family member, friend, significant other, whatever, that they are going to be able to hear your tone, but see your words. And by that, what I mean is, like, they can hear how you're presenting it. And if they genuinely like know the type of person you are, then they already know, okay, well, she's a little blunt. Oh, or, you know, she gonna say some cuss words, but it ain't nothing necessarily like negative, because we all say a few cuss words here and there. Like, it is what it is. But as long as the message is clear and can be like processed and heard, and you know, like, you're coming from a place of being genuine, then, you know, go start for you. But it's not okay to tear down somebody. If you're genuinely concerned for somebody, it's a way to say stuff, basically, is what this first side is about. Like, it's a certain way to say stuff. And I understand people's personalities may be like, oh, well, they know I'm blunt, they know I'm this. Okay, but if that person also is not as blunt as you, then you should be able to talk to them in a way that is going to be easy for them on that level. Because if you say something and it's too harsh, nobody's going to be able to receive it. Like, nobody will. And let's get to the opposite side. So the opposite side of that coin is being able to receive criticism. And let me tell y'all something. I am a person, I was one of those people, like, you could not say nothing to me. And I can admit that. You know, I've grown in so many ways, so I feel like I can admit that that was definitely one of my shortcomings when it came to receiving criticism from people. Especially when it came to stuff like I was so, like, confident in. Because, like, you know, what Erykah Badu say? She said, I'm an artist, but I'm sensitive about my okay? Because I am. Like, when it comes to anything dealing with what my talent is, like, when it came to, like, singing in the choir, when it came to, you know, academics and stuff like that, I was very, like, sensitive to people trying to tell me stuff, because I'm like, you're being mean. And it's like, 9 out of 10, looking back, they weren't being mean, they was trying to be helpful. I was really able to start actually hearing people, like, what they were saying, and be like, okay, girl, like, they're not saying it to be mean, they're not saying it to put you down, like, they're trying to help you, they're trying to, you know, give you advice to steer you in a direction. So I feel like we each, like, go through those different stages of people not being able to, like, really talk to us and, like, about certain things. But I feel like as we grow, like, you're able to receive more things as they come, and sometimes it's hard, sometimes it is hard. Also, I'm trying to do another breakdown, so stay tuned. Okay, thank you. Okay, almost done with this half of my head, so we can continue on the conversation. But when you receive, like, advice or criticism, you have to also be in the space to be able to do it. Now, I'm not saying, like, you got to just be like, oh, I don't want to hear this. Like, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you know, like, your friend or whoever is coming to you because, like, they want to, like, give you some constructive criticism, again, keyword, constructive, then, you know, you also need to ask yourself, okay, am I going to be able to receive what this person is saying? Or am I going to get caught up in the fact of, like, they're criticizing me, but it's not coming from a negative place? Most of the time, anyways. But, ooh, ow. But yeah, when it comes to receiving advice, you just have to, like, be grown about it, number one, and take it as a learning experience. Because at the end of the day, if you know that person genuinely cares about you, then you know, like, they're telling you this for your betterment. Like, it's not meant to sabotage you, or it's not meant to, you know, make you feel like you're not capable of reaching, you know, the heights or the goals that you're setting for yourself, because they're just like, hey, I love you, believe in you, I see you doing this, or, like, I see, you know, you want to start this business, but take it from somebody who has their business. Like, you should probably go this route. When it comes to receiving advice, you gotta know what to receive and what to just let that go out your ear. They may be giving you advice about something that either you know and you're actively working on, or something they don't understand. And if they have not ever, like, done something like this, like, case in point, like the example of they haven't launched a business, why are you taking advice from them? If they haven't done what it is you're trying to do, then take that advice with a grain of salt. Unless it's something that you actually like, okay, well, that actually is sound advice. But if it's not nothing to where this person has actually took their own advice and executed what they're trying to get you to execute successfully, leave it where it's at. Say thank you and keep it pushing and do what you're gonna do. Because at the end of the day, you will be able to tell what's genuine and what's not. You'll be able to decipher, okay, this person is saying this, but yet they don't have what it is they're trying to give me advice on. If they've never done what it is I'm trying to do. And I'm not saying like you have to do that with everybody, because you know sometimes you'll get advice from people who just want to be like, hey, as a consumer, or hey, as a viewer, or hey, as a person who is in this type of like lane to support, maybe you should consider this. So it's like you have to really be able to pick and choose like what to take and what to throw out, because you can't take everything from somebody who has not done what you're doing. If you have not done what I'm doing, like, then why am I gonna get advice from you? And that's not meant with any disrespect. It's just being real, because if you have not been in this lane, then how can you give me advice? You know what I'm saying? But I digress. I'm just one person. Like I said, I keep it real over here. This is just a conversation, baby. It's just a conversation. We still vibing. Like, y'all still with me? You still with me? You mad at me? I hope not, because we still vibing. It's a vibe. I'm braiding out my hair. Like, we just friends. Like, we just talking. It's all right. Okay, so this last braid is probably finna be the lazy braid, because my arms are tired. And if you are a natural girly, you know how tired it is when you have to keep braiding your hair or doing your twist. But let's get into the conclusion of today's video, shall we? When things are genuine, or there's genuine advice coming from your friend or your family member or something like that, then you'll be able to know and you'll be able to recognize it. Especially if this is somebody that y'all can have easy conversation, and it's never, y'all don't be getting into it in y'all conversations, or it's never, you never feel like it's ever anything negative when it comes to them. And anything that y'all talk about, like, okay, they really care. Like, they want me to be all I can be. They want me to be my best self, which is cool. And get a bobby pin. This is not a perfect breakdown. We are just doing this in order to get this wig on. So thanks for tuning in to the video. Part 2 with the actual wig try on is coming next. And we're just gonna take, make sure you're oiling your scalp, people, okay? To all my girls who wear the wigs, my wig girls, make sure you oil your scalp, because ain't nothing worse than having flakes all in your scalp, and you take off your wig or you scratch into your wig cap, and especially if you wear glueless wigs like myself, like, baby, snatch it off and oil your scalp. Like, come on now. A little bit, because sometimes I be forgetting, but I ain't got nothing but time on my hands. Time on my head. I ain't nothing but time on my hands these days. So make sure you're oiling your scalp, babes, okay? Like, please stay tuned for part 2 with the wig try on. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on those notifications so you can see. Oh, we just gonna put that back. So you can see when new videos are coming. But until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.